So right now I just kind of focus on my shooting form. I'll kind of record it, see where I'm at with it. Make sure I'm drawing it back right. I'm going to walk through the steps that I was taught to properly fire a bow. First thing you want to do is knock your arrow, put it in there, push it all the way back till you hear that click. Usually it's the odd color up, so on my arrows it's going to be a white fletching up. Next thing you want to do is you should have some sort of release, unless you're using your fingers, which is fine, you can use your fingers, but if you're using your fingers, it's very difficult to avoid doing the strum on the strings because you have to use the very tips of your fingers. So I got an index finger release here from Scott. It has the JAWS technology. So once you have it in there, the rest is set. I have a drop away rest. Some people have a whisker biscuit here, but drop away rests are usually better because it gives you the effect of like a floating arrow. Once you let go of the release, it pretty much lets it fly through unobstructed. So then you're gonna clip your release in, pull back on the switch to the D loop. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna put some pressure on your palm, point it while it's pointed down at the ground. You're not gonna draw it back when it's pointed down on the ground. And then what you're gonna do is you're just gonna raise it up to the target. You're gonna keep your other elbow high when you draw, and you're just gonna pull the string back, like so. Relax your draw shoulder, your rear shoulder. And then you wanna put your finger on the release and do a slow, steady squeeze until it goes off. And that's usually how you're supposed to do it, but right now I'm kind of lacking the follow through because you're supposed to be able to just go like this after your follow through and let the bow drop. So I really got to work on my follow through for that because I don't do any follow through, I just kind of leave it where it is. So right now I'm going to do my attempt at a follow through. Again, put some pressure on it. I open the palm of my hand like that, let it settle in there. That usually gets my arm away from the bowstring. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open the stance by taking a slight step forward with my other foot. And then I'm going to bring the reticle up to the target. Raise my other elbow. Pull it back. And once you're all the way back, it's pretty much like no weight back here. Hopefully that follow through was a little bit better. I felt it go back a little bit more, but we'll see in the replay. Again, you gotta knock your arrow, set the rest up, connect your release to the D loop, open hand, put some pressure on it. Now you can shoot like this with your hand open, but most people just kind of put their finger up here, which less pressure you put on the front grip, it's better. That way you don't pull the bow left or right. But one of the downsides to doing this is you might drop your bow on the release. So I instinctually just kind of grab the bow on the release there. I noticed that when I'm shooting a bow, it helps me to just talk because it helps me relax a lot. So that's what I tend to do, like if I'm on the phone with somebody or something like that, I tend to do a lot better. It's because I'm more relaxed. Now the grouping's not gonna be too great. I wasn't really focusing on the sights. I was more focused on the follow through, but we'll go check it out anyway. So this is only from 20 yards. But I was kind of aiming in this general facility here.